a year and a bit into their respective National Hockey League careers. Back with Elliotte Friedman and Nick Kypreos. Are the Toronto Maple Leafs better off with Mitch Marner? Well, I love the look-off saying, look, ask him first.
It's not too late. Just to trade Marner for Hanifin. And we're right there.
Problem
where
solved.
we all started. Hey, think about it. Leafs, what do they need? Defense.
Yeah.
Carolina, what do they need? Scoring. Desperate scoring. Does it not solve each other's issues moving forward? Like, let's face it. If we're talking about Marner not finding a fit for the Leafs long term, that to me would make a lot of sense.
You know, first of all, I don't think you could make that deal now.
No, of course not now.
No, but I understand what you're saying, because in theory, it makes a lot of sense. But when I had a chance to chat with Bill Peters, the Carolina coach, before the season, one of the things he talked about was, for the first time since he'd been there, they really have depth. They have depth up front, they have depth on defense, and he doesn't want to lose that depth. Now, the thing about Marner is, one of the reasons I want to see this through with the Maple Leafs is that I want to see if a team can outscore someone else to win a Stanley Cup. And because, first of all, I think it would be great for the sport if a team said, our way to win is we collect all these offensive pieces that we can outscore you. And they are off to a start this season, guys, that makes you think it is possible they could do it. So I'm kind of hoping the answer is it worked out well.
I'm sorry, Elliotte. I don't see Brendan Shanahan and Lou Lamoriello ripping up the blueprint right now and going with the Elliotte Friedman theory. Okay, that's not what's going to happen.
Of course, but you know it would be more fun if it happened that way.
You win with defense. Cups, they know it. It's just a matter of what direction they want to go. And it's just not Marner that's out there. Kapanen, Shoshnikov, they're ready to play in the NHL now. So it's just a matter of time before you trade for them.
But that doesn't hurt your NHL roster.
Here, if you're Carolina, take a look at what you have to play as a trading chip. And this is Ron Francis. You're not going to make everybody happy here. You're locked into Falk, Slavin, Pesce. How about Hayden Fleury? There's another top pick, a top 10 pick in the NHL draft.
Jake Bean.
That you have to be in a position now to sit there and say, okay, if I haven't got a fit, then that's my chip. Maybe it's not to go get Marner out of the Toronto Maple Leafs, but maybe Ron Francis uses one of those defensemen to go get a guy like Matt Duchene out of Colorado.
It is terrible timing for Mitch Marner that he's now on the fourth line, and Noah Hanifin of the Carolina Hurricanes come in, and you have this resurrected conversation from the draft from a couple of years ago.
You know, I think watching at the morning skate, watching Marner, it's pretty clear he's sick of this topic. I'm sure he'd love for it to go away or something else to happen in Toronto. It's like, oh, look, something shiny, something else has occurred. The media is figuring out dealing with that. But you know what? The bottom line is this year in Toronto, and unless they make a move, there is going to be one really talented forward on the fourth line, and everybody there is just going to have to deal with it.
It's a story because it wasn't that long ago Mitch Marner was a top-scoring player, rookie players last year, more points than Matthews. He gets hurt, and then Matthews takes over. But for Marner to be where he was in January and February, and now to be on the fourth line, is a story, and it will remain a story as long as he's there.